Good morning. We are doing spiral review number 3. Make sure you put your last name and your first name and which class period that you have math class. These are review where we are going to determine some review activities, things that we should know, and hopefully keep mastered for quite some time. So that's why we're doing these. Okay, so this first one, we need to know which number is the greater number, and we've got to choose the proper greater than or less than sign. Well, I know that 12 is greater than negative 21, so I'm going to choose this one. Next, we will represent with integers. Well, a loss means that it's decreasing, so the answer to this one will be negative 7 because it's decreasing. Next thing that we will be doing is reviewing our order of operations. So I'm going to do this off to the side, and it is parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide from left to right, add and subtract from left to right. So I've got to do the parentheses first. That is 3 times 10 divided by 3. Now here's where it gets tricky, because if this were straight in a line, I would have to do the multiplication first and then the divide. But the reality is, since they're both multiplying and dividing, I'm just going to go from one side to the next. So 3 times 10 is 30, and then divide that by 3, and your answer will be 10. What we will type on that line is 10. This one is one of my favorites, is listing the numbers from least to greatest. These seem to be ones that are a little easier to write as decimals. So I'm going to make 3/4. I know that is 0.75. I know that 7/10 is negative 0.7. 7/10. Negative 3/4 would be negative 0.75. And 8/10 is 0.8. So if I were to put these in order from least to greatest, which means I need to think about it, my smallest number is not negative 70 or negative 0.70, but negative 0.75. So you will type, let me see if I can just type it, negative 0.75. I'm going to check and make sure that I don't need a 0, or if I do need the 0. Well, I am glad I checked, because they want to make sure that I write it as fractions. So this is my first number. This is my second number, because it's the next closest to 0. And then 0.75 is the next number, and 0.8 is the fourth number. So this is now when I have to think and make sure that I get this correct. So I can't write negative 0.75. I have to use negative 3/4, comma, space. And then my next number is negative 7/10, comma, space. The next number is 3/4, comma, space. And the last number is 8/10, no comma, no space. All right, so we've done that. And the last one is where we are solving a two-step equation. We have talked a great deal. Well, we've solved one-step equations. We're remembering how to do two-step equations. This one is the most loosely connected. So I'm going to move that one away first by using the inverse operation of addition, which is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides. What that does is it gets rid of the 14, and I'm left with negative 4p over here. But now I need to do 11 minus 14. If we have not covered this and used some of my tricks, let's just think about it like a kid wanting money from your parents. You have $11. You need 14. How many dollars are you short? So I'm $3 short. And because I'm short, that means it's negative. I don't have enough. Now that means that this is division, so I'm going to move this by multiplying both sides by -4. P then equals -3 times -4. Well, again, there's some rules. Two negatives make a positive in terms of multiplication and division. If we haven't covered that, just accept negative times negative equals positive. So our answer will be P equals 12. I'm going to type P equals 12. I'm going to hit submit. Make sure that I'm correct. Oh, so I missed something. Let's see. Oh, I said P equals 2. Did I write my... Oh, this is 19. I hope you watched all the way through. So we're going to do this to make sure. -4P plus 19. I have no idea where I got 14. Equals 11. We're going to subtract 19 from both sides. $11. You need 19, so you're $8 short, which means it equals 4P. Going to move by dividing by 4. -4. P equals 2. So you need to make sure that you type in P equals 2, not P equals 12. Then you'll get all 10 right. If you didn't, then you didn't watch the video all the way through. Nope.